Hello and welcome to the WNBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Atlanta Dream going up against the Dallas Wings. Courtside with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and we've got a fun one. Well, guys, with so many dominant bigs in the WNBA, which one has the best post moves?
Answer is pretty clear for me. Tina Charles. She plays with such imagination, which helps her think out of the box when she goes to work down low.
Well, I've always been impressed with Sylvia Fowles. You know, she's got finesse, she's got creativity, you name it. Fowles has it and knows how to use it.
Montgomery outside. Hayes. McCautry outside. 6 to shoot. The floater. Good work there as it goes.
You can't let McCautry get going downhill if you're the defense. She's too smart and too effective when doing so.
Now here's Diggins Smith. Poked away. McCautry with it. Thornton picks her up, and that one drops for her.
It's impossible to understate McCautry's value to her team. She's coordinated and poised on the offensive end.
Here's Diggins Smith. Pass to Thornton. Johnson to the paint. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. They blow the whistle just as she gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Well, Jessica Breland is one of the top shot blockers in the WNBA, but her journey to the league is even more impressive. Before her senior year at North Carolina, Breland was diagnosed with cancer.
And the free throw, no good. And that journey for Jessica Breland, at only 21 years old, she had to endure chemotherapy for Hodgkin's lymphoma.
And not only did Breland recover, she was drafted in 2011 into the WNBA. Came to All-Star and all defensive teams. Breland's story inspires others.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it seems like it's come from inside the paint. Buckle up on defense.
Yeah, it's time to collapse down and make them shoot jumpers.
Now here is Thornton. Outside, Diggins Smith. To halt the run. The Wings with another miss. It's a 6-point game. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
And that one's good, Montgomery.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get good looks.
Absolutely, the defense unable to react quickly enough to deal with their passing.
Time called here, the Wings decide to talk it over.
I continue to be impressed with McCautry's defense. Now, she moves her feet well to stay in front of opponents, and with her active hands, she's able to make a lot of steals.
Thornton, covered by McCautry. Pass to Thornton. Poked away. Harrison. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Diggins Smith. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
One of the most coachable players in the league, Diggins Smith's curiosity leads to her constant improvement.
Now here's Montgomery. Pass to Williams. Over Harrison. And again, the Dream scores.
Hey, look, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint, and they keep scoring points.
And you know, Brian, there's not really a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting in the paint like they have been on this run.
Here's Johnson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. Thornton with it. Over McCautry. Elizabeth Williams pulls it in.
Can't get a much better look than that.
Yeah, no way you expect her to miss that shot.
Oh, they couldn't have dreamed of a much better start than they've had here tonight.
Yeah, they came in with a tremendous offensive game plan. It's worked perfectly, and what a lead they already have to show for it.
And you got to give credit to this coaching staff as well. They came into this game prepared perfectly.
Offensive rebound. Shot's good by Johnson.
Most seasons, she's top 10 in the league in O boards. Johnson has a great way of reading the missed shots of teammates.
Montgomery outside. Tiffany Hayes on the wing. Guarded now by Agumbawale. Montgomery outside. 13 feet out. And Atlanta another bucket.
You know, they've been extremely efficient and effective getting the ball inside.
Totally. I mean, we're seeing some real shortcomings from this defense. They've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
To the inside, Harrison. Well-timed pass, and it goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Not normally someone feeding others. Johnson found her wide open. Good pass.
Outside Hayes. Williams. 18 feet out. McCautry no good. The Wings trail. Pass to Agumbawale. Diggins Smith. Montgomery covering. Diggins Smith's shot is off.
Great defense right there to prevent one of the best finishers in the league from converting in close.
Here's Montgomery. Up again.
Like she's on a pogo stick. Williams up for the board, down a moment, then up for the points. What energy!
Now here's Agumbawale. She's guarded by Hayes. Pass to Agumbawale. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Her quickness and soft touch around the rim, it allows her to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in the arsenal.
Doubled by Johnson. Now Hayes. Johnson defending. From past the arc. Here's Breland. Score it. Her third straight basket in 3 attempts.
And you can't help but really pick on their defense. They're completely in disarray.
Everything's coming much too easily. I mean, you've got to take something away.
Now here's Harrison. Here's Agumbawale. That one doesn't drop, and it's Atlanta the other way.
And Skylar Diggins Smith, such a huge part of this team. She's a fantastic playmaker who goes right at the defense, and I like to call her the catalyst for her team.
And it's McCautry missing. Here's Dallas now. It's a 10-point game. Makes it off the glass.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist, and it's always good when you can score points by getting teammates involved.
Yeah, that's just great ball movement.
With Diggins Smith, she is just relentless when on the floor.
The way she can push the tempo can shape this team's offense, create so many good looks for herself and others. Also, quite simply, one of the most entertaining players to watch in the league.
Now here's Diggins Smith. Harrison. She's guarded by Williams. Here's Diggins Smith. Finds the hole for the 2nd time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
They've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. You got to imagine that their coach is very happy with that.
4 straight passes leading to scores. That's just great team play.
And that one's good. Hayes.
Yeah, they've got themselves in front right now with some outstanding shooting right off the bat. You like to see that aggression early on.
It's been just an absolute clinic at that end of the floor. They're filling it up.
Now here's Johnson. Right side of Gumbawale. Over Breland. Second chance shot. And scoring with the play inside is Johnson.
Great concentration. Johnson did not let the defender get in the way of her shot.
Pass to Montgomery. Down it goes. Her third basket. She's now 3 for 4.
They've come into this game with a very aggressive approach. Pounding the ball inside, and it's working.
Yeah, it sure is working, Tim. And they're finding the open lanes to the hoop and just owning this game early on.
What a start.
Now here is Thornton. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Here's Diggins Smith. And that one goes in as she's fouled. It'll be 3 points if she can convert the free throw.
You know, I'd say Skylar is one of the more unselfish players in the league. She's constantly looking to make plays for others.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And you talk about a great teammate. Does it get any better than Diggins Smith?
Well, her teammates certainly have a lot of trust in her. They know she's looking to make the right play. Some might say she's the heartbeat of the team.
Here's Billings. Pass to Bentley. 6 on the shot clock. Tries it from the top of the key. Blazons pulls it in.
You just assume she's going to knock those down when she's as open as she was there.
Here's McGee Stafford. Off target with the fadeaway. Atlanta in the lead. Here's Coffey. Pass to Sykes. Coffey. Ball's knocked loose. Gulich, good.
That's exactly what they're going for in that possession.
Now here's Diggins Smith. She's got 7. And here's Gray. Pass to Blazons. Davis. Gray outside. No good on the 3. Here's Coffey. The 3 won't fall. Outside, Diggins Smith. Skylar Diggins Smith drawing the double team. On the wing, Alicia Gray. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Up and in on the layup.
When you talk about durability, and how about Gray starting in every game her first 2 years in the league?
Sykes outside. Over to the left wing. Here's Coffey. Tries it from 9. Yep, that goes. Dallas with the ball. They trail by 9 points. And they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
McGee Stafford. And they're going to count the bucket and send her to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
see, for the Dream, the problem in games is rarely their defense. In fact, they're usually very strong on that end of the court. And I would say when they lose, it's more because their offense comes up short.
One shot.
Here's Bentley. Pass to Gulic. Now Sykes. Here's Gulic. Gray defending. Just 5 on the clock. Alex Bentley for 3. Nope, not that time. 0 for 2 from the field.
Great rebound there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far. Let's see if they can change that.
Yeah, a little disparity there in the rebounding numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. We'll see if it evens out.
And so the first quarter in the books. Dream out in front, leading by 6. Stay with us as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And the first quarter in the books, second about to get underway. And looking at what we've seen from the Dream, what do you guys think?
It's been a solid first half for them offensively, really in tune with each other.
Yeah, good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard for sure.
Here's Coffee. Pass to Sykes. Here's Gulic. Shot clock at 6. Sykes with the bucket.
Even at 5'9", no fear from Sykes. She plays way bigger than her height. Tremendous heart.
Jefferson outside. Here's McCarty-Williams. She's guarded by Sykes. To the middle. Here's Blazons. And it's Billings with the rebound. Sykes left side. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Big time putback. What a great motor she has.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder than her.
And night in and night out, this is the kind of effort level she gives you.
Now here is Bentley. She's guarded closely. Sykes outside. Here's Coffee. Alex Bentley for 3. Rebounded by Davis.
She had all the time in the world to get that shot off.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into this second quarter of action. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Ran her defender straight into that screen to open up the lane to the hoop.
Sykes outside. Pass to Coffee. Gulic. Got a piece of it. And up the court come the Wings on the break. Blazons gets the bucket.
As soon as that steal was made, there was nothing they could really do to stop the break.
And that's why turnovers will kill you. It gives your coach a headache and puts you at such a disadvantage defending.
And that's what every team wants, easy points.
Here's Jefferson. And again, it's Dallas converting.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, height-wise, she easily comes out on the wrong side of that one-on-one matchup.
Well, it was a nice, quick, high release, and that negated the height disadvantage she had there.
Here's Gulic. That falls. Great assist by Alex Bentley.
Her scoring abilities draw so much attention. Bentley caught the D with too much focus on her. Her team ends up with an easy bucket.
Pass to McCarty-Williams. Here's Davis. Here's Coffee. Sykes. She's covered by Jefferson. Here's Gulich. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it fly from 18. Bentley. Billings. Great positioning on the putback.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. Just a ton of effort out of them down low.
And they've needed every one of those rebounds. That's what's put them in front.
Jefferson, no good. Atlanta leading. Sykes, right side. Well, guys, there are 3 players that are tied for the most MVP awards in the league history with 3. But will anybody ever get 4 or more?
It's possible, Blake, but it sure is a tall task. The only active WNBA player with multiple MVPs is Candace Parker, and she's already been in the league for well over a decade.
I look at Breanna Stewart as a potential candidate. You know, she won her first MVP award in just her 3rd season in the league. Now, there's some hope there.
Shots good by Jefferson.
4 of their last 5 makes came off a high-quality shot inside.
And that's right out of the textbook. They are having their way down low right now.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And the Atlanta Dream get their wins through their defense. You know, force a lot of turnovers with the pressure they put on, and they just do a great job of closing out on shooters and challenging every shot.
A different look here for the Dream. On defense, Dallas. 9-point game. Tiffany Hayes on the wing. Isabel Harrison with some nice D. Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
Thornton, and it's in.
She might be undersized as a 6'1 forward, but Thornton makes up for it with touch, finds ways to score down low.
Outside Williams, pass to McCautry. Back to Williams. Clock at 2. Lays it up and in off the nice reverse.
Well, this is where she makes her money, in the paint. Williams can score many different ways down low.
Jefferson outside. Ogunbowale. She's guarded by Hayes. On the wing, Kayla Thornton. To Harrison. Ogunbowale. Off target from 3-point range. Pass to Hayes. And here's Breland. Guarded now by Ogunbowale.
Sets the tone with physical and focused play. Breland is her team's spark plug.
Thornton covered by McCautry. Harrison with the ball. Outside Ogunbowale. And it's Atlanta with the rebound.
The shot's just not dropping for her today.
Pass to McCautry. Now here's Breland, covered by Thornton. Montgomery outside. The putback. Here's Williams. Well, it was only a matter of time. They finally get the bucket.
Their rebounding has been off the chart today, guys, and that's the number 1 reason why this game is out of hand right now.
Exactly. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the glass.
Inside. Shot's good by Johnson.
Nice pass there to set up the bucket.
And 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Now here's Montgomery. She's covered by Jefferson. Pass to Hayes. Now Williams. Yes, and a nice assist from Tiffany Hayes.
She's created some good opportunities for herself and made the most of them.
Down low, Harrison. Great pass to set up the land.
That's a heads-up play right there, guys. Not just on the assist, but also on the finish.
Outside Hayes. Outside Williams. Harrison comes with the double team. McCautry outside. Fires the three. Lays out. Not gonna go that time. The Wings go the other way with it.
Well, it's always refreshing to see players like Kayla who truly take pride in their defense. Take notes, Brian. Her intensity on that end of the floor is tough to match.
Montgomery outside. Outside Hayes. Pass to Williams. McCautry outside. And she's good on the 3 ball. As impressive as Kayla's defense is, we got to take notice of her improved offense.
She's been improving her offensive production each year in the league, and the more moves she adds to her game, the bigger her potential will grow.
Count it.
An unselfish, solid passer, Montgomery is always looking for the open teammate, and that's what I love about her game.
Thornton outside. Angel McCautry with the block.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team, and that 10-rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Not to mention what it says on the scoreboard, they're really pushing them around.
Jefferson outside. Pass to Ogunbowale. Thornton left side. Clock at 6. The 3 connects from downtown.
Well, if you want to be a forward in the modern WNBA, you have to stretch the defense with your shooting. Thornton with that 3-point ability.
Breland with the ball. Guarded now by Ogunbowale. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good, and she'll go to the line. Well, no matter the sport, baseball, football, soccer, instant replay is the hot topic. Brian, how do you think the WNBA handles it?
Well, I think the league has done a great job, Blake. The biggest thing for me is that the most important events are being reviewed. You look at flagrant fouls and you make sure the game is safe and only look at everything once we get into the final 2 minutes.
Totally. I think other sports have started to review every single thing that happens, be it at the start or end of the game. The WNBA has done an excellent job of limiting reviews to just the important moments.
Here's Diggin Smith. Elizabeth Williams with the block.
The combination of effort, height, nastiness, it's a recipe for elite shot blocking. Williams, she has all 3 of those. Now that's a quick bucket. She's very solid in transition.
Well, she does love the chance to get out and run.
Johnson, Breland defending. Johnson can't get it to go.
Well, got it in close, but credit the tight defense for forcing the miss.
Defense like that ups the degree of difficulty on that shot by about what? I'd say 300%?
308% maybe.
Okay, I like that.
Pass to Gray. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Reads the defense so well. It's really what makes Diggin Smith the top-notch point guard she is.
Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw line. It's on Glory Johnson.
Well, you allow someone to get to the rim like that, and really that's your only option.
Yeah, free throws are always better than a layup. I would agree with that.
That one's off.
And the Dallas Wings, a team not scared to just let it fly. They will rely a lot on the three ball, usually near the top of the league when it comes to threes attempted.
Good on the second free throw. The Wings look to attack from beyond the arc, as you said.
Yeah, as much as they shoot, they aren't the most efficient from that range. They balance it out, though, by getting to the free throw line as often as they can. They play a little bit like the Houston Rockets in that regard.
Here's Hayes. Good, and the assist goes to Angel McCoughtry.
I like the way she's taking advantage of what the defense is giving her, and she's been a key contributor for them this quarter.
Pass to Harrison.
Don't give her space! Don't give her space!
Gray.
Come on, kick it out! Kick it out!
Outside, Diggins Smith. And she banks in the layup.
That's a true point guard going to work right there. I mean, Diggins Smith frequently gives her team the best opportunity to score.
Now here is McCoughtry. Not a lot of room. To the right side. Alex Bentley for three. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. It's the Dream, leading by 17. And we'll see you right after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Welcome back to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the final two quarters. I mean, nice game and just a great performance by Breland.
What I noticed more than anything about her first half offense was she didn't waste her opportunities. She made just about every good look she had.
And they were pretty much all good looks. I mean, her shot selection has been phenomenal throughout the game.
Hello and welcome back. Third quarter just about to get going in what has been a runaway of a game so far. Montgomery outside. Hayes. Jacks up a three. Breland down low. Johnson defending. Breland misses.
Yeah, she's not necessarily a strong interior presence, but she's got to finish those chances when she has them.
Outside, Diggins Smith. Skylar Diggins Smith drawing the double team. Here's Agumbawale. And again, it's Dallas with a three.
I mean, that shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
Here's Hayes. And that comes off the assist by Renee Montgomery.
Of their last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is smash mouth basketball, guys.
Yeah, they're really imposing their will offensively and getting exactly the kind of looks they want.
And she doesn't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions.
Outside Hayes. The three is up. She can't get that one. So Dallas will take it the other way.
They start the second half 1 for 4.
The shot by Thornton, no good.
Well, they call them layups for a reason. It's not easy to miss that close to the rim. A slow start to the second half. Seems like they left their offense in the locker room.
Pass to Diggins Smith. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Lets it go from deep. Down through the hoop it goes, and that's her 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range. They're starting to heat up.
The defense is stepped slow. They've got to take away that airspace.
To the paint. Here's Agumbawale. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Very nice vision to find the open teammate. Thornton, a pretty good passer for a big.
Montgomery outside. To the inside. Breland. He can't hit that time. And Dallas the other way now. And it's Skylar Diggins-Smith penetrating. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Well, when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to do it and get back into this game.
And it was their defense, just as much as their offense, that served as the catalyst and allowed them to put this run together.
What a display.
And so she draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
One of the more physical things, Elizabeth is a nightmare to try and score on. She puts her athleticism on full display when she rejects shot after shot.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Yeah, we all know Williams is a great shot blocker, but she does so much more than that.
Yeah, Elizabeth is truly a relentless rebounder. With timing and recognition, she chases boards down beautifully.
So after making the first, she goes 1 for 2.
Drafted in the top 5 in the 2015 draft by Connecticut, Elizabeth Williams really struggled as a rookie, but after a change of scenery getting traded to Atlanta, she was the 2016 WNBA Most Improved Player.
Pass to Diggins-Smith. A beautiful reverse layup.
They're not rotating quickly enough on defense down low.
They've got to provide more resistance inside.
Now Sykes, guarded by Diggins-Smith. Here's Billings. Left side, Williams. No one covering.
An alert guard with strong passing skills. Montgomery distributes with ease.
Skylar Diggins-Smith drawing the double team. Inside. Here's McGee Stafford. And again, it's Dallas converting.
Some defensive breakdowns happening now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these high percentage shot attempts, it's not going to get it done. They need to figure it out.
Pass to Montgomery. Williams. Poked away. And that'll be Atlanta's ball as it goes out of bounds. Dream able to keep the ball here. And the Dream making a change here. Here's Sykes. 5 points in the game. It's good on the putback.
Those second chance points, they're just like bonus points if you can get them.
Here's McCarty Williams. Pass to Davis. Now Johnson. Ogunbowale. She's guarded by Sykes. Now here's Ogunbowale. Defense is right there. Great D that time from Brittany Sykes. Knocked away. The shot off that time. Nice D from Glory Johnson. Here's Davis. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And this Dallas Wings franchise, several championships under their belt, one in 2003, 2006, and 2008. Dominant decade for the team.
And the first one falls for her. And the titles you mentioned, those all coming when the team was located in Detroit.
Yeah, the latest version of the franchise is still looking for their first title, but Dallas has shown they're committed to getting this team back to competing for rings. Now, it won't be easy, but they're starting to build something special here in Dallas.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Atlanta leading. Now Montgomery. She's got 6. The 9-footer's on the mark. Here's McCarty Williams. Pass to Davis. McGee Stafford. To the middle. Here's McCarty Williams. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the line.
They continue to get it inside. The defense struggling to just contain them.
And look, when you make 5 in a row from in tight like they have, it also just takes pressure off of your perimeter guys.
Great point. Well, you look at the strengths of this Atlanta Dream team, and it starts with Tiffany Hayes. Pairing her up with McCautry, the clear core of the Dream.
Sykes outside. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots next. As you said, the wing pair of Hayes and McCautry make for a fearsome duo.
Yeah, the team looks so dangerous when both are healthy and on the floor. And these two just provide so much in terms of playmaking and rebounding. And they're as talented a wing pair as we have in the entire league.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Well, guys, it's always inspiring to see players like Sykes excel after enduring major injuries. Sykes had 2 just 10 months apart, but she rehabbed, and she got back to playing great basketball.
And that's good as she hits both shots. And thinking beyond what Sykes' injuries did to her on the court, she learned a lot of off the court as well.
No doubt. She learned maturity and patience during her tough times recovering. And after her character was put to the test, she became much more mentally strong. And I think the injury helped Brittany become who she really is.
Pass to Billings. Coffee. Now here's Williams. 5 on the clock. Here's Bentley. The Dream again can't hit. The Wings trail. Here's McCarty Williams. And again, it's the Wings from deep.
The defense scattered all over the place in the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
Outside Bentley. Billings. Ripped away. Here's McCarty Williams. She has 6.
Watch the cutter, watch the cutter.
Inside. Elizabeth Williams pulls it in. Here's Coffee. Guarded now by Agunbawale. Pass to Billings. Coffee. Williams inside. 13 points in this game. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
Good idea to just foul Williams. She's an average free throw shooter. Don't give her easy looks.
And this is her 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
She's off on the first. That one is no good.
And for Atlanta, they're still looking for that first title. Remember, they lost in the finals 3 times now, and it's really not an easy hill to get over. They're scoring not carloads, not van loads, boatloads, big boatloads of buckets at the rim today.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's helped them get that ball in close time after time.
Bentley looking to end the drought. It's rebounded by McCarty Williams. And for the Dream, it shows the sustained success of the franchise.
Yeah, I'm not a big participation trophy guy, Blake, but losing in 3 finals means you at least got to 3 finals, and how many teams can say that, right? But look, at the end of the day, it stings that they were swept out of all of those appearances, but I still feel like this team is on the verge of greatness.
And she knocks down the first one. And it's tied up with that one. And here are the Dream. Bentley with the ball. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Billings. Blazons pulls it in.
The defense was ready for her, got a hand in her face, and made that one much tougher.
And that's something that every team needs. Rugged interior defense to just make your opponent think twice about coming down the lane.
Pass to Davis. And here is Gray. 5 to shoot. For the lead. Recovered. Goes back up. Oh, hammered. Wow. Yeah, she'll go to the line. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. No good on the second, so she hits 1 of 2.
Even with the miss, she got the big one there to put them in front.
Yo, 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 watch this, watch this.
Outside Bentley. Hayes. She's covered by Jefferson. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Bentley. Tries to snap the cold streak. Dallas with the rebound.
Jeez. I mean, maybe she was just trying to show off right there.
And instead it had the opposite effect. That just made her look foolish.
Timeout.
Count it.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first. Playing smart with the lead.
And a dream call time here.
Well, the coaches, they clearly don't like what's going on there, and they want to talk things over.
And why wouldn't they talk things over? I mean, really, you had to take a timeout there and just try to take away some of the opponent's momentum.
Atlanta trailing here. Outside Hayes. Will it go? It's blocked. Gray outside to the paint. McCarty Williams. And the layup's good off the glass.
And it's pretty hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the stats monitor, there's a stark discrepancy. When you look at the assist column, and you see that difference as far as fluidity in their respective offenses, too.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Williams. Sykes up top. Shoots a 3. That shot missing. So Dallas will take it the other way. Here's McCarty Williams. And it's Tiffany Hayes with the block. Sykes outside. Doesn't go that time. Isabel Harrison with some nice D.
Yeah, I mean, she has been way off the mark this quarter. It is getting rough.
Pass to Gray. And a foul on the shot. She'll go to the stripe for 2.
What a year 2017 was for Alicia Gray. First, she wins a national title for South Carolina in the city of Dallas. And then just a couple weeks later, Gray was drafted 4th overall by Dallas.
And she makes the first.
Yeah, in Gray's first season, she actually led all rookies in points scored per game, and she was simply effective right from the start.
And she makes both free throws.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
And that's how you do it, right, Tim? Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
Got to be aggressive.
Come on, that's how you do it.
Outside Hayes. To end the drought. And it's good on the layup.
possesses unique capabilities. Hayes simply commands respect when she's got the ball in her hands.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Skylar Diggins-Smith drawing the double team. Thornton, Breland defending. Gray right side. Over McCautry. And it's Gray missing. They're moving it up. Fires for three. The shot, no good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Wings out in front. They lead by 5. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for the fourth quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, you can count on her for a couple of pretty assists just like this one each and every night. This one's a beauty.
It sure is. I mean, look, she's a maestro. Great vision, a gray head on her shoulders, really everything you want in a point guard.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. And it's rebounded by Jessica Breland.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds.
And that hard work on the boards needs to continue. That could be what swings this game.
The Dream making a switch here. Now here's Montgomery, guarded by Diggins-Smith. Outside Hayes. Three-pointer. The shot, no good. Dallas leading. Gray up top. Pass to Johnson. Jessica Breland with some nice D.
Nice work there to contest the finish inside.
Yeah, they got the shot they wanted, but her defense laid waste to those plans.
The shot by Montgomery, no good. So it's Dallas now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
I like how Gray plays with her head up and scans the floor. To me, that's always going to be a recipe for success.
Pass to Hayes. That's good, and so Renee Montgomery with the assist. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Johnson. Montgomery covering. And here's Thornton. Now Gray. Breland grabs the miss.
Nice play on D, got that hand in her face, and it prevented an easy look.
Exactly. She was alert and aware and really just reacted quickly to that shot.
It makes it so easy for your teammate when you can lead her to the rim with a pass like that.
Down low. Elizabeth Williams with the block. And here's Montgomery. McCautry. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Kayla Thornton. Pass to Diggins-Smith. And stolen by McCautry. Here's Hayes. Banked in off the glass. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Outside Diggins-Smith. Good for her 8th field goal. She's attempted a dozen shots.
Good job using her speed advantage to create the separation she needed on that shot.
Pass to Breland. McCautry with it. Montgomery outside. Williams. 6 to shoot. Hayes. Gray defending. From deep. No good that time. So Dallas will take it the other way. Here's Diggin Smith. And she battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
And that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready to react as soon as the shot goes up.
Breland outside. Pass to Montgomery. To the inside. Here's Hayes. That's good. And so Renee Montgomery with the assist.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of the last 10 points have been assisted on.
Some great passing. They keep on finding the open teammate. Good ball movement.
And the Wings call time here.
After winning a couple national titles at Connecticut, Tiffany Hayes was kind of a forgotten player. Picked in the second round of the 2012 draft. Understandably, she was in the shadow of greats like Maya Moore and Tina Charles.
The Wings making a switch here. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Here's Diggin Smith. Great D that time from Elizabeth Williams. It's been fun to watch the blossoming of Hayes, making a name for herself.
Well, Blake, you want to know what's been most impressive to me about Hayes? It's that she improved her scoring average in each of her first 7 years in the league. To me, that just speaks to her incredible dedication to the craft of playing basketball.
On the wing, Kayla Thornton. Just 5 on the clock. And another miss by Dallas. Atlanta trailing here. Thornton brings the double team. Breland with the bucket.
Their crisp passing has opened things up offensively.
Yeah, it makes the game easy. 10 straight points off of an assist. That's impressive.
To the middle. Johnson. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot, and will shoot 2 at the line. It's going to be on Jessica Breland.
Well, guys, we know players develop at their own pace, but some are faster than others, like Glory Johnson. Advanced for her age, she blossomed earlier than many, and that's what led her to becoming an all-star in just her second season. Two shots.
First free throw is good. Well, one part of Johnson's game that's always stood out to me is her rebounding.
Yeah, she brings an old school tenacity to the boards, and I love her willingness to battle with just about anyone on the hardwood. And really, it's tough to outwork Johnson when she's locked in.
And so she hits both.
Quite simply, Glory Johnson is a double-double machine. Back in 2014, she had 17 of them.
Hayes, guarded now by Agumbawale. Here's Williams. Unable to get that one to go. Isabel Harrison with some nice D. Outside Agumbawale. Pass to Thornton. The Wings with another miss.
Not her best game, but they're getting it done collectively.
Montgomery with it. She's against Johnson. Here's Williams. It falls for her 7th bucket of the contest. She's 7 for 9 today.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they keep allowing easy looks inside.
Now here's Agumbawale. Pass to Thornton. Fires from deep. And it's Atlanta with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And that bucket adds to what's been a big differential in points in the paint between these two squads.
Yeah, they're really attacking the middle offensively. It's been quite the contrast.
Agumbawale with it. Now Breland defending. Back to Harrison. Thornton outside. Fires the three. Good D by Angel McCoughtry.
It's almost like she's trying to make things hard on herself. Work it around, get an easier shot.
That one goes in.
A capable distributor who sees the floor well. Breland always keeps her head up.
They really want to find that igniter here.
That's right, their offense is ground to a standstill.
Maybe you need to suit up, Tim. They need a spark. Back to Agumbawale. Yes, it is. Score that as basket number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
What an alert play. Just a great job of hitting her teammate on the move.
Pass to Williams. Montgomery, left side. Hayes with it. Takes the three. And Diggins-Smith pulls it down.
Hard to figure out why she didn't bury that one. Not a defender near her.
Outside Agumbawale. Johnson. Agumbawale. She's guarded by Hayes. Good on the bucket.
She has definitely turned things around in this game. She was more of a background player in the first half, but here in the second half, she's looking like a star. Those defenders look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're just getting pushed around on the low block. Maybe coach has got to make a substitution or something to energize his team.
Well, they better rally soon. They've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Thornton outside. Shot from the wing, and it's good off the back rim and in.
It's a real nice J. Thornton has a good rhythm to her shot, makes it repeatable, which is a key to shooting.
Pass to Montgomery. Lays it up and in off a nice reverse.
They're doing a terrific job of getting the ball inside, attacking the paint. That's an area, and it's a key area on the court that they've controlled.
Yeah, once they identified what an edge they had inside, they just continued to attack.
And here's Harrison. She's guarded by Hayes. From deep, Skylar Diggins-Smith. She's off on that one. Now the Dream take it the other way.
She certainly has not been at her best this quarter, to say the least.
Pass to Montgomery. McCoughtry, covered by Thornton. Now Breland. Here's Montgomery. And again, the Dream score.
With multiple playoff appearances, Montgomery has been groomed for big moments and knows how to stay ready for the big bucket.
Pass to Agumbawale. Here's the floater. Tries yet again. It counts and the foul. It's going to be on Angel McCoughtry.
Where was the box out? Some easy second chance points.
Those kinds of mistakes on the glass will kill a team. A lot of players say they want to be in those situations, but she truly does. What a clutch performer.
Outside Hayes. The 10-footer. The rebound by the Wings. Still anybody's game at this point.
No question, this becomes a very big possession.
Higgins-Smith with it. Breland on her. It's stolen by Elizabeth Williams. And even 3-on-3 break. It doesn't go for her. Isabel Harrison with some nice D. Here's Thornton. Here's Harrison. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her. It's going to be on Angel McCoughtry. And no good as the first free throw misses for her. We'll see if she can nail the second. And she's able to hit the second one. And that narrows the gap to 1. And Atlanta has possession. Montgomery outside. Isabel Harrison with some nice D. And game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never for them.
Higgins-Smith with it. And it's Montgomery picking her up. To the paint. Harrison gets the bucket and the foul. It goes on Renee Montgomery.
They're amped up right now after trailing for so long and trimming that margin bit by bit. They finally pulled ahead.
That's just what the doctor ordered, and she makes good on the free throw with the hoop and the harm.
Atlanta calls timeout. Your thoughts, guys?
Looking at how much time they have, I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly.
Yeah, and I think in a possible 2-for-1 situation, this next play they run, it's going to be interesting to see what they go with. No room for error.
And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Isabel Harrison.
Spectacular shooting exhibition, very calculated in her approach, not just chucking shots. She's taking the ones she thinks she can make, which has turned out to be most of them.
Here's McCoughtry. He's covered closely. Here's Breland. No good. Unable to end this run. And now they foul and stop the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but she's probably the last player they want to send to the line.
Yeah, but, they didn't have the time to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority there.
Yeah, and that's a good point. They just could not waste any more time.
She hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
You marvel at the perseverance of Kayla Thornton. cut in 2015, not even in the league in 2016. She was a training camp invite in 2017 who has made it.
And that makes it a two-possession game. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Atlanta calls timeout. Your thoughts, guys?
Quick bucket, then foul. It's really the only option they have at this point.
And the important thing, Tim, is who they foul. They don't want to send an ace to the line if they can avoid it.
Exactly, Brian. Find the worst free throw shooter immediately.
Pass to Williams. And that time also missed a shot. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those seconds away.
Nope, and you've got to foul. It's going to come down to free throws.
Pressure situation.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
The free throws go down, and the lead goes up. And it falls!
And now they trail by just 4.
Backed by experience and championship pedigree, Montgomery remains calm in crucial moments.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And that hurts as she doesn't get the first one to fall. Really trying to focus now on the second. And the second of 2 is good. And that puts them up 5. There's the triple. McCautry, no good. And so it's Dallas with the W. Probably a little closer than they would have liked, but it's a win nonetheless.
And I think the fans gave them an emotional boost. They really needed down the stretch. This crowd was with them all the way.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.